Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. Oh my god, did I say Final Fantasy 14 last video? I hope not. It came to mind. I'm like super hungry. I got off work and I was like, I'm never gonna make enough recordings for this before Endwalkers if I don't, like, just stick my nose to the grindstone and get through these AF quests so I can get back to the story. Anyway, we're continuing on. I decided to go Summoner because I just got too curious. So here we are, we're back at the House of the Hero where this all started. Apparently Carbuncle going to attack to us. The energy that pours down from on high, flowing over the victors at the challenge. Calm and look within yourself. The energy that had been granted to you and your adventurer brethren has been stolen. My gaze sweeps the world, and I have glimpsed the plunderer of that power. A detestable puppet, cursed prayer, warped logic. The common people stand in the center of that maelstrom. Yes, now in the western city of Bastok. Okay, so that's our cue to go to Bastok. And I haven't done any of them yet, because I don't have the power to yet, by myself, even with trusts. But there's some quests you can do to unlock the other, Eidolons, the other elemental avatars. And I think the quest is directing us to go to one of them, possibly? Possibly not. They're like stationed in pairs. There's a pair in Sandoria, there's a pair in Bastok, there's a pair in Windurst somewhere that correspond to some of the elemental avatars. There's a pair in Rabao, there's a pair in Kazam. I think there's a pair in Norg. The one in Kazam is like for Ifrit, the one in Norg is for Leviathan, the one in Bastok, surprisingly, is for Titan. The one in Sandoria is for Shiva. I think we gotta go to the Port Bastok. Yeah. And then the one in Windurst is for Ramu, even though Ramu's all the way in the Boyata tree. And then the one in Rabao is for Garuda, I want to say. And then there's a unique NPC for the other ones. And then later ones, they just make love in the club. This is the pair that's actually involved with Titan. Don't make me talk, I heard all over. Ildy Goldie, huh? It's a frickin' Taru melee. Doesn't that gear set look fairly familiar? Giant Viant crystals, huh? Asked a veteran adventurer to look into it, but he hasn't come back yet. What's wrong with you? Pull yourself together, man. I don't think the food in this country agrees with you. Or maybe you haven't been getting enough snoozy woos time lately. Nah, it's nothing like that. I guess I've been kinda tired lately, though. Well, no matter. I'll go take a look. I've been asked to carry out an experiment with the new version of the Tuning Fork of Earth. The improved Tuning Fork of Earth. Hey, Mr. Adventurer, you look like the reliable type. Maybe you can help me out here. Take this Earth Pendulum to the Quicksand Caves in the East Altepa Desert. Using my improved Tuning Fork of Earth with the Earth Pendulum should allow more people to be drawn into the crystal than using the regular Tuning Fork of Earth. There's 6-man fights, so he's, I guess, insinuating that it would be an 18-person fight. There's also, like, miniature tuning forks thing or whatever that you can use to fight the elemental avatars at like level 20 in a sort of like a mock battle, and you get a weak version of them for your personal use. They did that as a way to make Summoner more fun to like level or something, in case you wanted to level it as like your first job or something. Hand-to-hand combat, but he was wearing a Hopper Geon. If you don't have this summoner quest going, then he just tells you this without the preamble to oh, what lay dormant inside the crystals. They were right about it, but they got woken up and they attacked. Okay, so that's like the key to a fight that we're not strong enough to do yet. Although, interestingly, you can enter it with your tuning fork and get killed and lose your tuning fork, which sucks, but it's a thing. And the fastest way now to get to where we gotta go, which is the proto-crystal of Earth, we've never been, right? There's one of these home points by all of them, but we've never been. So what we want to do is we still want to go to Kuzot's, or Kuzot's, or whatever, the Rabao, and we want to go to home point 1, because it's the closest to the Chocobos. We're going to hop on a Chocobo, and we're going to go to the entrance that will take us to the Cloister of Earth, baby. Alright, I think it's called the Cloister of Tremors or something. But it's something I know well. And there's actually a notorious monster on the way that we might run into, which I think we're strong enough to kill with level 61 trusts? I don't know. I always killed it by myself as a level 75 warrior because I wanted its robe, because I thought I was going to level summoner someday, and I thought that, like, the robe it drops is like... It's a robe that's similar to the Vermilion Cloak, at least in appearance, except it's white. So it takes up your body and your head slot, but all it really does, it's like +5 summoning magic skill and +5 something other skill. But there was also the Notorious Monster itself. It also drops high-level black magic for Stone Element. It drops the Quake spell, like Stone Ega 3, Stone Ega 2, Stone 4, Stone 3, all that good stuff. And spells can be kind of expensive, especially when other players sell them. And back in the day, the Quake scroll used to go for like 90k. So like I camped that thing under the auspices that I wanted the Cloak. But every time the Cloak didn't drop, I actually, like, did, like, a little yes motion, because, like, the Black Mage Scrolls are way more common for it to drop, and so it was almost always making me money. And then, I got tired of camping it, though, because it didn't always drop, like, the highest selling spells, and obviously I eventually got the Cloak. And then it turned out the Cloak wasn't even actually that good. I just didn't understand how gearing for mages works. So, like, I don't know. But it was good at one point in the game's history. I can't even remember what it's called, though. But the... monster that drops it is like a... I want to say they're a Black Mage Antica. And, I think they're like Centurio 12 Tech 1, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe that's a different one, maybe. Or maybe they're just X1? Yeah, X1. So, alright, feel a sneeze. Oh, but I'm not sneezing. And now my dog is barking. Oh, I hate when they start barking. They're especially loud when they're indoors, and it's just really annoying. Oh yeah, okay. So I remember the drop list completely. It also can drop Adamant and Darksteel ore. But, oh, I remember the Cloak completely wrong too. The cloak, it's called the Shaman's Cloak. It's level 56. It gives 25 MP, 4 intelligence, and then it gives 5 enfeebling magic and 5 elemental magic. So I think I must have wanted it because I was going to level Red Mage, and I probably thought it was good because of the enfeebling magic skill or something. Because it's probably like the highest enfeebling magic skill until you get your AF relic body. But yeah, it's not really that good anyway. But it's usable by all of the mage jobs, but also by monk for some reason. And also Runefencer, and also Bard and Paladin, and even Puppet Master. But this notorious monster that I'm talking about, it's actually also a lottery spawn, so unless someone's been down in here deep killing monsters, then it's probably not even up. So, but what we gotta do is we gotta drop down here, and we run through this cave here. It's funny though, I don't remember it being a placeholder in Notorious Monster. I thought it just was on a timer. But this page is saying that it's a lottery spawn. Off of the Black Mages. Which, I mean, that makes sense, but it's been so long. I don't properly remember. At the time, though, you still wanted to kill the other ants in the room anyway, so it probably was a lottery spawn, but you wanted to kill them so you didn't have to contend with them as ads, because they still aggro. Like, these are like level 50-ish, 55-ish, 56-ish ants or something. And I think we want to go this way. Yeah, we want to go this way because it leads us towards. Nowadays we have that nice crystal marker that shows the home point warp that's over there near the cloister of Tremors. But back in the day, we just had to know that this is where that led. Very, very hidden. Very, very, you know, far away. I also always feel like whenever you go off off the drawn portion of the map, that there's like they got the spacing wrong on how far stuff is away from stuff. But it's whatever. So and we got to be a little bit careful. There's okay. If we were to just try to enter the Proto Crystal, we could with the Tuning Fork of Earth. But we're supposed to trade our Earth Pendulum, a magic pendulum created by the Rhinostery. It is designed to swing when brought near a source of Earth elemental power. So we're gonna trade that here. The Puppet Master. Apparently someone named Kamikaze did this recently, and they killed the shit out of it in 1 minute and 35 seconds. Oh, that was quick. Okay, let's get down to it. With the improved Tuning Fork of Earth, we should be able to enter the crystal in a larger group than before. But there's just 2 of us, so I don't know why you're... Who is that? Rukususu? What are you doing here? Wait a second, that's not... You! Someone's doing Uran-Mafran, huh? Okay, so we probably want to buff up. And we got Scholar Sub going, so it's gonna give ourselves a little bit of help. I don't think we'll need trust for this because it's like a level 40 fight, but I could be wrong. So my apologies if I get myself killed and we die and I gotta try it again or whatever. Light arts the buff, and then we'll use dark arts to not to be in combat with, so we can use spells or something. We'll go ahead and get Carbuncle out because it's a no, it's a summoner fight, right? Like we gotta use our Carby, right? Carby's perpetuation cost is currently -4, or well, 4 MP per tick or whatever. We've got refresh of 2. Galgalim, huh? We want Carby to beat on it a bit. Let's see, low pack rage. Let's conserve MP and use poison nails. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and use Shining Ruby. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. And the weather in here is Earth. So the helixes from Scholar, they are black magic that's highly affected by the weather. This is Hakutaku, and they're darkness elemental as far as I know. So I think that should work on it, technically. It applies a damage over time effect. We can try using Stone 2 on it, since the weather affects that. See, the nice thing about Scholar Sub on Summoner is it actually gives us a limited offensive capability with magic, because whatever arts we use, we get skill rank B+ with it. So our spells actually have accuracy and can actually do damage. Is Carby asleep or something? He's like not moving. Oh, he's paralyzed over and over again. Okay. Drop a meteor on his head. I don't remember if cures work on avatars or not. I guess we could see. Right? I don't think that they do. I don't really remember. Easy peasy. Okay, no trusts needed. And now we can release Carby and start getting our MP back. Okay. And now we gotta go back to Bastok, which we could use our Warp Ring, but we might as well just go ahead and go use the Home Point Crystal. All of the cloisters used to drop you in a spot that let you go out really easily. And the Cloister of Tremors actually just returns you to the Rooms of Crystal because of the way they designed the quicksand caves. You can actually just walk out if you take a left instead of a right before you get to the crystal, which I did that before on one of my first times going to do Titan, and it was very embarrassing. For the best. The other really nice thing about Scholar Sub is eventually, once we get up to level 70 on Summoner, our Scholar Sub will be 35, and we'll get Sublimation. And Sublimation doesn't work with a normal refresh spell, but with inset forms of refresh from gear or traits, your refresh still works while your sublimation builds up. And so we basically get double refresh effect from Scholar Sub, which is really nice, on top of the additional skill. That gives us a little bit of better healing and offensive power than just subbing White Mage or just subbing Red Mage or whatever. But it's whatever. What's up, Juroro? Been waiting for you, huh? Uran-Mafran. Those mages can be a slippery bunch. So oddly vodly, huh? Uran-Mafran. He's been erasing everybody's memories. When you get back to Vendes, could you report this to the principal? I don't know if Principal Korumoru will remember Uran-Mafran, but it's worth a shot. I don't know why every other Taru has a different European accent. Like there's like Ildi Goldie is Eastern European or whatever. And then that one guy, I don't think I showed it on screen, but when I did the Warp 2 quest on Black Mage, there was a Taru that was French in Feyen or whatever. It's like, I don't get why the Tarus all have... I guess it's something like that couldn't be communicated. Like they had probably an eclectic way they speak in Japanese, and they couldn't really be communicated by English alone. So they use these funny accents in order to make love in the club. Also, apparently we got to throw away the Earth Pendulum now because it's useless now, and we don't need it, and it's just inventory -1 at this point. So there's that. Let's see, is this Korumaru's manor? Yes, it is. Where's that Earth Pendulum? I will throw it away after we talk to Korumaru, just in case. Just in case. What diddly doodly can I do for you? You met a slam-dangly talented Taru named Ildi Goldie in Bastok, and he wants you to ask me about Uran-Mafran? Not sure I can helpfully help you. I only remember the name of Roonies and the cute girls who are connected with my research. Uran-Mafran, Uran-Mafran. I'm sure I've heard that name around a doodly somewhere before. What are you, the Ned Flanders of the Taru? Ah, I just can't remember Reno. If you give me a little more time to think dinkily dink, you can have this. I get asked to do a diddy do so many things, my brain is fit to bang bustingly burst. Kukulkan's staff. That's our summoner staff. And look at it. It sucks. But it does look kind of nice. But it sucks. So, no need for that. And now we can throw the Earth Pendulum away. Get the fuck out of my house. Okay, so that's the first Summoner Artifact quest. The next quest is called Class Reunion. You must zone after completing the previous quest. Very well, there's a zone line right here. Although it's probably be slightly faster if I just use the teleport crystal to teleport to a different zone and then just teleport back. Oh, that is how sickeningly thorough teleportation has been, like, ramrodded into this game. It's like more efficient to teleport for almost anything than it is to walk anywhere. For any length of walking. Drives me nuts, man. While your main job as Summoner, interact with the House of the Hero in Winter Walls for another cutscene with Carbuncle. He will give you the key item, Carbuncle's Tear. Is he crying? Like a little sissy boy? Who knows though? Maybe Carbuncle is a girl. I sure as hell don't know. I ain't never inspected a terrestrial avatar's sex. Well, then again, I mean, Shiva has gigantic boobs and thick thighs that save lives, as does Garuda. Although Shiva has her beat in the thickness department, Garuda has a tighter slut butt. You'll see these things later, I assure you. A blue energy wells up within you. Quickly, the stolen energy grows in strength. If my humble power can be the key to open the rusted door of memories. I wonder if that was supposed to be maybe my humble power can be the key to open the rusted door of memories. Yeah, not Carilla's back. Carbuncle's tear. Crimson gemstone, larger in size than Carbuncle's ruby, holds the power of Carbuncle. Damn, what kind of tear did you just fucking cry, dude? Speak to Koromoru. He will ask for 4 Astragaloy? The fuck is an Astragaloy? Trade Koromoru 4 Astragaloy. Okay, so where the fuck, what the fuck are those? Oh, it's the plural of Astragalos, which is like a ranged throwing item that's usable by nearly every standard job in the game. Warrior, Monk, White Mage, Black Mage, Thief, Dark Knight, Beastmaster, Bard, Ranger, Nin, Dragoon, and Summoner. Where can I get those? I can craft them with Bonecraft of level 58, or I can buy them on the auction house. Man, that's fucking shitty. I hope there's some on the auction house. I hope that some intrepid Japanese or North American player has resolved himself or herself to continue making such things until Kingdom Come or something or other. Man, I am so close to having 900 MP without food. That would be cool. It would also be cool to have 1000 MP. If I was a Tarotaro, I probably would have 1000 MP already. Maybe with a different sub-job. Maybe like Red Mage or White Mage or Black Mage have higher MP. Not that like my total MP actually matters too much, but... Okay, so this is going to be the ammo section. It's a level 50 ammo, so... Let's see. Please be, please be, please be... Oh, okay, there's 6, and I need 4. How much do that cost? 10k each. Okay, sold. I've literally never done the Summoner AF quest before, so I'm just like, I'm curious about whether or not they're going to tie into Rise of the Zillert or Chains of Promathia in any way. If they tie into either of them, it would be one very early segment of Rise of the Zillert. But like any lore I can get on this game, I would love to have, because I mean, like, this is one of my... Yeah, it's one of my lifetime memory makers. Like, I have so many memories from this game, the people I played it with, and with just the game itself. And I don't remember everything, obviously. You've heard me say how shitty my brain and my memory is. But like, I don't know, just like, I've always been able to meet decent folk in it. I've always been able to get stuff done. I haven't been able to get everything done, but I don't know, it's one of those games that, like, I'm pretty good at it, in my opinion. You probably think I suck if you're a veteran watching, but, eh. I don't know, it feels like home. It's a nice game. I love it. Okay, so, diddly darn it, I don't get it. How do I complete this? Can I help you? Right now I'm riding the train arena of depression into the wall of frustration. At this rate, Professor Shantato will... The carbuncle still falls to the ground and sparkles brilliantly. Okay. Astragaloy. Man, I wonder how many people looked for Astragaloy, like, itself, not realizing that was, like, the plural. And, like, you can't, like, hover your mouse over it or anything, and, like, there's no, like, you know, preview of the item or whatever. Whoa, he blew up. Oh. Oh, it blew his hat clear off. It was diddly definitely. Uran-Mafran was a student in the advanced class when I was still actively working as the principal of the School of Magic. He was an exceptional student with impeccable test results and a bright-orific future. The other students called him the Puppet Master. At the time, the preposition of Manusteri Ministry was vitally vacant, with Ministers Ampa-Zippa having tapidly ducted by the rogue Cardians. Apururu, the current minister of the Manusteri, and her brother Reno, Ejido Murujido, were still just children. So I chose two stupidly students from the advanced diddly-do class. Before they graduated, I had to diddly decide which would become the new Manusteri minister. One of those students was the person you mentioned, Uran-Mafran. However, the reason I didn't dangly remember him was because he suddenly uppity up and disappeared not long after becoming the minister of the Manusteri. On top of that, Uran-Mafran used a mojo mad magic doll to erase all memories of himself from the people of Windurst before he left. That kind of enchantment, Aruni, is strictly forbidden in Reno. Principal Korumaru. Well, dang diddly doodly. Ildy Goldie and Ruku Susu. Ruku Susu is the French one. Have you heard the whole story from this adventurer? Uran-Mafran has been seen working around the proto-crystals that are the current study topic of the rhino story. The vine is up to no good. He's using a magic doll to manipulate a constant stream of adventurers into entering the crystals. Avatars. They are similar to the great beasts that used to roam Saruta Boruta on nights of the full moon. Avatars are generally in a deep slumber, but if they are approached with the tuning forks created by the rhino story, they become raging forth to do battle. I don't really know. Something is supposed to happen, but I never felt anything. He always runs away from me. Jiggly jolt their memories, huh? Are they telling us the places, the people we have to go and talk to? The fiery Sunny Pabani, huh? Never heard of him. Big fan of Professor Shantato, huh? Who used to be Minister Shantato, huh? Oui, Principal. He even speaks a little bit of French. How dare he? Stop being different Europeans, Tarus. Okay, so we gotta go to Windurst Waters. And so we gotta talk to Shantato and all the other ones. Okay, so we'll start with Shantato because she's right here, you know? Like, not like right here, but like she's in the same area. We just gotta walk across the bridge. We can enjoy the sights and sounds of Windurst while we do. Shantato could start several quests. Talk to her until she talks about this quest. Oh no shit. She's probably gonna talk to me about trust magic again. For some godforsaken reason. Red Mage. What are you wearing? Ayanmo. Oh, they put Red Mage and White Mage on a set that looks like the Homam set. Huh. How about that? That was always a good looking set. Came out in Chains of Promathia. It was kind of like a teaser for Treasures of Adargon. And then they had farmers in Adargon wear it, so... And then the NPCs that gave it to you were also... Alright, Shantato, talk to me. You want me to know where to find Sonny Pabani? He went off last month, or was it earlier than that? He went to Sandoria to find some sort of armor, and I haven't heard of him since. He'll show up when you least expect it, I'm convinced. Okay. So now we gotta go to Windurst Waters, and fortunately both of our NPCs are in the northern section of it. I'll probably use a teleporting crystal to go there, because even though like we could run all the way over there, we're gonna hit a crystal sooner than that, so save ourselves a little bit of time. Save you a few minutes of pain. Home point number 3. Travel to another home point. Windurst Waters. Mobile House, I think, is the closest one. Possibly. I'm probably wrong. I'm still not used... Even though I've been playing this now for like a month and a half or something like that, on this character, like... I'm not used to all this teleportation. I'm really not. I think it really showed last time I came back to the game on my main character that I really didn't know how to get around quickly. It's probably one of the reasons one of my friends that I moved servers to play with didn't want to play with me. I didn't have all the teleports, and so I couldn't get around quickly, for one thing. And for another thing, I must have seemed like I really... was stinky cheese, even though I saved their ass. Well, I didn't save their ass, but I won their Einher jar for them. That's what I did. Okay, wait a second. The Fupepe is in the Orastery building at L6. So that is behind us. Fupepe! Speak to me, man. Uran-Mafran. It's been a long time since I heard that name. He's been missing since we were classmates at school. Oh, he encountered Ildy Goldie in the Outlands. That's what they call the Zilart zones, by the way, the Outlands. Stealing memories. Okay. Now we gotta talk to Furaku Noraku, who's in the Optistery building in the northern section of Windurst Waters at G8, which is south of here. And like... okay, it's like... oh, I see where it is. It's like in the center of the map. I like how Windurst looks. I actually love how Windurst looks. Its music does fit it. Like, it fits the Taru. I don't feel like the music here really fits the Mithra at all. I know the Mithras are technically, like, their backstory is that their mothers were mercenaries that came to work for Windurst and then wound up, you know, mothering children and sticking around or whatever. So they're technically mercenaries still, or like mercenary families or something like that. But like, I don't know. I don't like the town music as much as the other two towns. Oh, I guess it's kind of tied to Sandoria's. Sandoria's doesn't really get good until it hits this point where it kind of like the bagpipes chill for a minute, and it's kind of like the lower end of the song. Furaku no Raku. Naraku? Ah! Inuyasha! I'm surprised he was still alive, huh? Dark Dungeon Incident, huh? Isn't that a game nowadays? I'll never forget when we all went to see him and heard that no magic or item could ever cure him. I wonder if the reason Uran-Mafran left was to search for a way to cure Ildy Goldie? Huh. Wouldn't that be kind of ironic? Like, Ildy Goldie wants to stop Uran-Mafran, but Uran-Mafran is like, saved his life and then like erased his memory or something? So now we gotta go to Northern Sandioria. Because even though we can talk to those three in any order, you have to talk to all of them. And I guess they expected you to talk to Shantato last, even though she's in the first zone where the quest starts out at. But whatever. Okay, so anyway, we're going to Sandioria. I think we want the one near the exit, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking to the Taru that's part of the duo that's related to Shiva. By the way, the duos that talk to you about the tuning forks, they won't actually give you the tuning forks, the proper tuning forks for the level 65 version of the avatars, unless you're rank 5 fame at a minimum. So if you didn't get your fame up, then you're fucking boned. Go Mama. She's got an old Elizan and Iron Ram's plate mail. Or not Iron Ram's, Iron Musketeer plate mail. Had a run-in with the Beastmaster regarded as Professor Shantato's prize student. Beastmaster? Uh-huh. Okay, take this ice pendulum. Okay, so we've got to go back to Fei-Yin. And we might as well pick up, if he'll give it to us, we might as well pick up. Okay, so. Yeah, okay. This is all the standard spiel for every proto-crystal duo, because we have the appropriate fame. They talk about awakening the crystals, their theories being right, blah 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 blah. You can fight Shiva and her big titties, but we don't have the power to do that yet, not even with trust. So, well, maybe if we switch to one of our level 70 jobs, we could do it with trusts, because the most important buff is having Shell 3 or Shell 4. But, I don't know, I kind of want to do those without trusts, solo on Red Mage, as God intended. Anyway, we gotta go back to Fei-Yin now. And there's actually another home point in Fei-Yin that I could have gotten, but I didn't think that it would be involved in a quest, so I wanted to save it until I had cause. So we'll just be going, and we gotta run there. Fortunately, I don't think we need trust again. I'll probably use them for this battle, though, like when we actually get inside the Proto Crystal, because I think this is the second artifact quest, so it's like tuned to level 50, like ish, level 50 to level 60. So you're intended to do it with a party of people, and I don't think I have enough levels on it to just beat it with just Carbuncle and myself, especially since I can't heal Carbuncle. Summoner is the advantage of the summoner job is the fact that if the pet dies, you just resummon it, and it comes back at full health. As long as you've got the MP to summon it and keep it out. Like that's the only drawback. If you've got the MP to summon it and keep it out, then you know you just endlessly throw your avatars at stuff. But if you don't, then you're pretty much powerless. And yeah, so it's kind of like the opposite of every other pet job, where like you actually want to take care of the pet and you know, give your pet food or oil or anything like that. You know, like you might be able to heal avatars with like a Don Wallstone or something. I don't know. I'd have to look it up the pet healing items and see if any of them can actually heal summoner avatars. But I'm pretty sure nothing can. And other than, well, not entirely true. I guess they're elementals, so if they got black magic of the same element cast on them, they'd probably absorb it. It would either do 0 damage or they would absorb it as HP. They sure as hell absorb it as HP when you do it to them. Pro tip, never nuke an elemental with any element other than the element that it's weak to. Because elements that they're not weak to usually deal reduced damage. Elements of the same element, they absorb and it restores their HP. And then, yeah, so we gotta go to the north. You see where that crystal is? Yeah, it's downstairs in Feyen. That might be hard to remember because we're warping everywhere, but Feyen is in the frozen north at the northern section of the Bucidine Glacier, just north of the glacier itself, I suppose. So this is the frozen, we're in the frozen north. This is where we're fighting Shiva. You would feel a lot more, it would probably have felt a lot more atmospheric if I had warped to Bucidine Glacier and run in here from there, but that would have taken longer. I'm sure you understand. So, I mean, I can only keep you mildly entertained or listening by yakking at you for so long, right? Like, I'm sure you just sort of tune me out droning if you watch these all the way through or listen to them all the way through. Whoever you are, special people, Colby, Crucent, anyone else that's subscribed to me recently. Recently I had a few more subscribers and I'm not sure why they subscribed, but they did. So they're there. And thank you. Thank you for that. You're encouraging me. Okay, we want to watch out for the Colossus because it'll aggro sight if it turns around. But it doesn't, they don't move very often. They move like once every like 45 seconds or something like that. And their movement pattern is usually like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Can't give you what you want because they're always mad. They're just trying to see that maybe we're not meant to be. That's a song. Whew. Man, how is it already 10:40? Good lord. I got a little kind of a late start because I checked my submarines. My brother was on. He asked me a question and then he logged off before I could finish answering. And that prompted other people online to talk to me in 14, and I talked to them for a little bit, and then they stopped responding, but I was waiting for them to respond, and I wound up waiting around too long, and I was like, I don't got all day. I want to get some recording for artifact armor out of the way in 11, so I just deuced out Cloister of Frost, and it's in a Zillart structure. That's interesting to me. With what I know about some of the other lore, that's interesting to me. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to use Trust in this battle, but we don't want to try to summon them. Oh, there's also a Sermon Headstone in here. Man, that means that there's 2 headstones in Feyen, because there's one on the upper level as well. in like the southern, southeastern section. Just like with the Titan Crystal, though, we want to trade the pendulum that we got to it, because otherwise we'll be engaged in a fight. We have no way of winning. Although I think technically you could Carby Kite for quite a while. I don't have any MP keeping items. I don't think my level 61 Carby could really stand up to a level 65 Avatar for very long either. Sunny Pabani, Ataru of the Way, the great Taru and magnificent Taru Sunny Pabani, #1 disciple of Professor Shinatato, coming through. What's that, Taru? You were told by the Rhinostery researcher Golmama to take back the improved tuning fork device? I've got no time to listen to babble-wabbling fools. I must stride forth in the name of the splendiferous Professor Shantato. Awaken, Crystal of Ice! Wonder why a Beastmaster is obsessed with Shantato. Sunny Jr., huh? Well, he can't come into... Oh. Little Sunny Jr. has multiplied. I'm in for it now. Help! Oh, classic Beastmaster problem. I guess. Although, Treant saplings don't... They don't normally multiply or anything, so... Don't know what that's all about, but... Whatever. Shantato would actually be mildly appropriate for this one. Even this Super Saiyan version. And so is a Pururu, because they're technically related to Windurst, so... Cool beans. I always love this, like, pocket dimension that's inside of the elemental crystals in this game. Also, this music is the Rise of the Zillart standard boss music, by the way. It's got a special place in my heart. First time I ever heard it was fighting Garuda Prime. Dryad. Oh man, they aggroed. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, they're beating my ass. I can quickly hit one of them so the trust activate. Okay, thank goodness. I trust they're going to make short work of them. I think the intention, though, is that you use Astral Flow. I might regret this later, but I'm going to go ahead and use Astral Flow. And Searing Light. Man, how is Carbuncle still out? I guess during Astral Flow he doesn't cost anything? That's interesting. Yeah, I imagine if you did this quest with a few other summoners with you, it would probably be really easy, because you could all just walk in here, and like one of you would have to sort of be a sacrificial lamb, or you'd want to make sure to send your avatar in first, and then once you aggro these things, you'd all already be in Astral Flow, and you would use Astral Flow and kill all of them at the same time. It's multiple... Summoner was really the first job that was made with the idea of killing multiple opponents at once being a thing. Although Black Mage is also quite capable of it. Spooky music. Uran-Mafran, the guy who was in class at my school? Sure, I remember. The principal asked you to tell us all that he's back and badder than ever. Whatever. Is this intended as a warning? I can imagine those of us that Taru still have memories of Uran-Mafran would be seen as a threat Taru to him, but I don't Taru think he would bother with us at this stage? If Uran-Mafran wanted to eliminate us, he could have done it by now. Or would have done it by now. You heard what happened in the Dark Dungeon, right? Oh, the inner Hirotuto ruins? The incident Taru where he was locked in the dungeon along with Ildi Goldi after losing the charm of darkness. Ildi Goldi had all his magical ability stripped away by the nature of the Dark Dungeon. But even though he was in there for the same amount of time, Uran-Mafran emerged completely unaffected. No one really talks about it, but to survive a sojourn in the Dark Dungeon unscathed hints at an awesome latent ability of the highest order. Do you see? No matter what Uran-Mafran is planning, there isn't anyone strong enough to stop him. Oh, just a second there. If Uran-Mafran was brewing things... If what Uran-Mafran has brewing brings him to Windurst, Professor Shantato and Taru need my assistance. I must Taru return at once. Okay, so... now we just gotta go back to Windurst. I'm not sure where the cloister of... what was it, ice? Or what was it called? Cloister of frost. I'm not sure where it dropped us. Oh, we're like back on the second floor. Near golems that are too weak to be worthwhile. How close to the crystal are we? Oh, we're pretty dang close. Alright, well, instead of warping, then I'll just sneak up and run on back to teleport straight to Windurst. It's like, I could warp back to Bastok. It might be slightly faster. We wait 8 seconds on the warp ring, and then the time it takes to actually use the warp ring. But then we're right there, and we can teleport. So I guess it's like a minute, all said and done, to just like use the ring, wait on the ring, use the ring, and zone. It's not so much faster that I really care. Definitely glad I summoned Trust for that. Although, you could probably solo it on Summoner as well. With Astral Flow, you just need to bring some ethers. Preferably pro ethers, because they have a faster rate of use. And then you would just need Carbuncle to stay alive long enough, or kite them with him or whatever. I'm still not sure how Carby kiting works, but I'll have to look into it sometime. I'm pretty sure what it means is you send Carbuncle in to do the fight, and then you get as far away as possible from the enemy, and then whenever Carbuncle dies, you instantly resummon him and start running away after setting him to attack. And then he'll catch up to the enemy and pull hate eventually, and then you start resting again far away from the enemy. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. But I'm not really 100% sure if that's what it is. But I assume that's what it is. Everyone is up to dangly date on the situation. I should think no one has forgotten about Uran-Mafran. You cast it? Okay, yep. It appears that Uran-Mafran offers a reward to adventurers who have bested Vesta the Avatars, and then steals the power that they have gained. I do remember the weird floating doll from the Avatar questlines. You don't think he's going to attempt a summoning like Karaha Baruha did? No, Uran-Mafran's power is dang diddly delicate and subtle horrific. He wouldn't be capable of controlling the avatars. I wonder if this has any connection, Aru, with the sudden withdrawal of Reno from its position of minister. Okay, so they're gonna see what they can find out. And we're gonna make love in the club. Okay. Evoker's spats. I think those are boots. Nope, they're pants. Okay, evasion skill plus 10, avatar. Enhances accuracy, enmity -2. Okay, I'll take them for nothing else but the fact that they look kind of cool. And they're green. And that's like the color for summoner clothes. And they enhance the avatar's accuracy, so I guess that's pretty good. Right, that's something that actually enhances our avatars. And also for once, we don't get boots from the first quest, we get pants. It's kind of interesting. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I don't mean to be disgusting. But I'm disgusting. Come on, BG Wiki, stop being a slow piece of shit. I was right to think that we need to zone. Zone after completing the previous quest. Go back to the house of the hero. Speak with Koromaru. Speak with Ripapapa. Get a lightning pendulum. Oh, fantastic. I actually already have. If we're going to have to go to Ramu's crystal, I already have the home point crystal that's next to that, because I got it while I was skilling up throwing for ninja in between videos. I sort of have an OCD about my throwing being uncapped, because I went to the bother of capping it a long time ago at the level 75 cap. And back then it's Ninja has an A- in throwing, and it's the highest throwing of any job. And almost every job has access to the throwing skill. Very few don't. And so for a lot of people, their throwing is just never capped. And for me, it was also never capped for a long time, and then I capped it. And shortly after capping it, my account got keylogged, and I got hacked out of my account for a few months. And when I got it back, I had to ask for a restore in order to get all my gear back, because I lost my Kirin's Osode, I lost my Habergeon, I lost my Hauberk, I lost my Scorpion Harness. I lost anything that could be sold, I lost, because the Armtees sold it all for money. And while I could have just worked with that, because I still had decent gear, I didn't want to. I wanted to restore. And I got restored to about a week before the Armtees took my account. And so I lost my capped throwing skill. Help me. Okay. So I guess that's the cutscene then. And now we go talk to... It's a little disconcerting. We gotta go talk to Dooflotchet. You can get Koromaru as a trust, and I think he's a really good Red Mage trust, if memory serves. Andalusia, huh? Fifth Virtue, huh? Homestead Blade. I wonder if that's like a high-level version of the riddle. Oh, it's you. According to the staff of the Rhinus 3, there's been an incident with one of their researcherinos. Hurry on over and see what's happening. Okay. His reference to a Rhinus 3 worker is to Ripapa. Travel to Mara and speak to Ripapa. Okay, so I remembered wrong. It's not in Windurst that has the tuning fork of lightning for Ramu. It's the pair that's in Mara, and there is no pair in Windurst, then I'm dumb. And there's another thing in Windurst that relates to an avatar that's unique. Whatever. We'll figure it out eventually together. You'll see. Let's see. I-9. So it's going to be sort of over here. And aha! A hot elven female. Looks like a dragoon. Or a warrior with a polearm. Or possibly a samurai. Oh. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. A cutesy-wootsy creature glowing with blue energy leaped out towards the north. Blue glowing pixie, huh? It must be that creature called Carbuncle I've been hearing rumors about. Please take this. North of here, there is a protocrystal hidden within the boyata tree. Maybe the source of this malady lies there? Oh yeah, okay, but also give me a tuning fork of lightning while I'm here. Okay, so now he's gone through the normal spiel. They always go through the spiel every time you get a tuning fork from them. Notice how this quest has the idea of erasing people's memories from it? Well, you can actually, I think once a week, once per conquest tally, fight the elemental avatars for a reward. So you can get all the rewards associated with them eventually. Nah, I don't want a mini tuning fork. I just wanted to see what Lacia would say since she's so freaking hot. Dang hot ass giraffe woman, I tell you. That giant Moogle mask is kind of creepy. We want Lita Lore, we want the Boyata Tree, we want 1.1. It's right outside of the Cloister of Storms. Oh yeah. Also, it's kind of funny how much MP I have on Summoner. Like, I have so much more MP than I do on like Red Mage or something, or Blue Mage. I'm like not used to having that much MP. Like, that's the kind of MP that I'm used to having at like level 99 on Blue Mage with like no MP gear on or something. Summoner is a very MP intensive class though, so it makes sense. It's probably, honestly, its primary stat. Okay, let's see. Shouldn't matter too much for this though. Lightning Pendulum. Here we go. Carbuncle Debacle. This quest apparently has some sort of glitch with windower or something. I guess because of that special lightning effect that's keeping Carbuncle all fucked up. Little imp. Always interfering with my plans. Oh, an adventurer. I can sense the energy of Carbuncle within you. That power will be mine. Yeah, sure it will, buddy. Just as soon as my trusts kick your ass. Use Dark Arts, damn it. Yay. Yes, they always make you run up this, like, staircase thing. Honestly, I appreciate the battlefield not just being a circle or a rectangle. Thunder Gremlin and Lightning Gremlin. One's got swords, rapiers floating above its head, and one's got great axe floating above its head. Let's get the one that uses swords first. They don't have a lot of HP at all. This might be one of the easier level 60 artifact quest things. Ow. Ow. That's like so much TP. I've got to remember the values in this day and age are inflated. God, this thing's gonna freaking kill us by stunning us continuously with the freaking... Maybe I shouldn't be standing in range. Finally, some single target shit. Jesus. Drop another meteor right on him, Carbuncle. Yeah, give me that summoning magic skill. Ooh, staff skill ups even. Well, that's nothing to sneeze at, because my staff skill's actually pretty high for my level. I think oddly, even though it's Summoner's main weapon, I think Summoner only, unless they updated something, I think it only has a B- in staff. Might have even only been a C+. Can't really remember. But... I switch over to Light Arts and get some healing in on the line roll. Oh, battle's over. Thanks, Shantato, too. To win against such opponents, you must indeed be strong. But the battle will have weakened your mental and physical stamina enough for my purposes. Now listen to my voice. Oh no, is he gonna delete our memory? Uran-Mafran, enough! Ah, Ildy Goldie. Why are you doing this? What unfair deal happened at the monastery? After you became Minister, you spent all your waking hours there working diligently, and then you pull your disappearing, veering act and erase everyone's memory of you. Ha ha ha. It's very simple. I had no more use for the monastery. I left it behind because it couldn't fix my stutter. As for my memories, I erased it. It made it easier for me to move around unnoticed. If people remembered who I was, they'd be constantly badgering me like the way you're doing now. Uran-Mafran! Let me tell you a story, my old classmate. It concerns the time when you and I were chosen as candidates for the Minister of the Monastery. You remember what happened to you in the Dark Dungeon? If that accident hadn't happened, you would now be Minister. Don't you agree, Ildy Goldie? No, that's not true. You know as well as I do that I was destined for the Rhinostery. Yes, I was definitely more suitable for the position of Minister of the Monastery. The principal was well aware of that fact. However, he suspected it would be dangerous for me to become Minister, and so you were also chosen as a candidate for the office. I removed my opposition. For our graduation thesis, I chose you as a partner to go and study the dark dungeon of the Horu-Toto ruins. Then, after conveniently losing the charm of darkness, I shut you inside. I left you in there until the dark dungeon had completely sapped all traces of your magical ability. But I remember you being in there with me. Have you forgotten what my specialty is? I cloaked a magical doll with an illusion. An illusion? Then that was an illusion then. Haha, now you understand. Does the taste of truth sour your mouth? Does your heart ache with sorrow? Do you feel the pain of betrayal? You should let these memories go. Listen to my voice, and you will forget everything. Can't we just punch him instead? Let's be going, Ildy Goldie. The slumbering power of the protocrystal awaits. With your skill in battle, all of that energy will soon be mine. Yes, soon be yours, Uran-Mafran. Oh wait, we're not gonna stop him? Oh my god. Instead of getting lore that I want, I'm getting mad. Go back to Winder's Walls and speak to Koru-Maru again to obtain a Days Breaker charm. Head to Rabayo and get a wind pendulum. I hope I picked up the Proto-Crystal of Wind. I would hate to have to run all the way there. But I do have some warps that are pretty close to it because it's in Cape Tarragon on the other side of Kuftal Tunnel. Which is an area that looks like Valcrum Dunes, but it's essentially Valcrum Dunes on steroids. Like, I'm talking like... Oh man, did it put us like somewhere stupid? It put us somewhere stupid. Okay, I should have just used my warp ring. See what I mean about me not knowing how to warp around all quick-like? Also, I'm really glad the warp ring is infinite. I'd hate to have to buy a new one every single time I used it. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. We gotta go to Winderst. We're gonna go to Winderst Walls. We're gonna stop by the Moogle House real quick just to refill my HP and MP. Because we got another fight coming up, and I don't think... Even if I have to walk all the way there, I don't think that my refresh is gonna refill my MP in time. Because it's only 2 MP every 3 seconds. I've got almost 900 MP. And so that's gonna take 400 and... You know, like roughly 450 seconds, or 449 seconds, or whatever it is. Or, well, wait, no. 2 MP every 3 seconds. How much is that a minute? That's, what, like 40? Because 20 ticks every minute, right? So, 40 MP a minute. So 10 minutes for... Well, You get the idea. Either way, I'm gonna use some warps again because we gotta craft Koromoru to get a key item called the Days Breaker Charm. Because not only is this memory erasing asshole erasing memories, apparently they're subjugating the mind of the person. So. Also, you might have noticed, Summoner can activate their pet stuff a lot farther away than Beastmaster can. And also, I'm sorry that I burped, but I have to apologize after everyone because like people take burping on the air really seriously. Like it's anathema to existence. But yeah, it definitely intended for Summoner to be a backline job that lets the pet do the work. Hey, baby. Set me up the bomb, please. The only times the Ministry wasn't in the red was when Uran-Mafran was Minister. It appears that a trader in Winders called Hanoi Gamoy was making donations to the Ministry. Hanoi Gamoy? The dang doodly descendant of the famous Maelstrom Mage? Got a really bad dad feeling about this. The man you're staring, the Maelstrom Mage. Uran-Mafran, you Blackheart, what evil schemaroo are you half-bakingly hatching? Take Rukususu, Adventurer, take this and go. Use it on Ildy Goldie, and it should bangingly break whatever spillaroo Uran-Mafran has over him. Get out there and find Uran-Mafran. We must prevent him from using the energy he stored in that mana orb before it's too late, Haru. Days Breaker Charm. Okay. Let's examine that, shall we? Probably just says like a charm that breaks dazes or some shit. The charm received from Professor Koromaru holds the power to break the enchantments of Uran-Mafran's magic dolls. So we did that, and now we gotta go to Rabayo. I don't know how we're supposed to know to go to Rabayo, but whatever. He might mention it in follow-up dialogue or something. And at this point, it doesn't matter which home point we chose in Rabayo. The second one is closer to the Odyssey thing, but we don't need to go to Odyssey. But either way, they're on the southern side of the pond. And so we'd have to run around the pond anyway if we did that one. It's technically closer by line of, like, as the crow flies, but it's not actually that much closer because, like, you have to run all the way around the pond. So, it's kind of whatever. At least I thought they were on this side of the pond. Those are all I-119 dudes. It would help if I could remember where they are. That guy's got like a special Lu Shang's or something. That's interesting. Big tall. I thought they were on this side of the pond. Maybe they moved where they are? G9 it says. G9. We're at F8, so we need to go east. And there they are. Oh, so they weren't quite at the pond. He went off to Cape Terragon with the improved tuning fork of air. Goldie Goldie will wipe the floor with that avatar. I wonder what kind of research data he'll bring back for us. Did he seem a little different from usual? Well, now that you mention it, he did ask me to give this to any adventurer that came looking for him. I guess that must mean you. Here you go. Seems like a cluster. Clear invitation to take on the avatar on Cape Terragon yourself. And of course, it's a wind pendulum. But we can also get the tuning fork of wind from this guy. Yeah, I'll take them on eventually someday. You can solo them as level 75 jobs. The best contenders are like, I want to say Thief with Bloody Bolts, Red Mage, Summoner, because Summoner can Carby kite them until they die, and I think even Monk with 100 Fists can solo some of them at 75. Probably even more true nowadays. But at level 61, we don't stand a chance. Okay, let's see. At least not by ourselves. We would want to go to Volbo. Cape Terrigan, home point 1. That should be the only home point there. That should be the one that's right next to the Cloister of Gales. As far as directions for getting there goes, like if you are curious, it's all the way in the north of Cape Terrigan, and all the way in the south is the zone line to Cuftal Tunnel. Cuftal Tunnel is entered in western Altepa Desert, in the very northern section of western Altepa Desert. And then you basically just run north through the cave, hugging the right wall, and eventually you'll get to Cape Terrigan. Cloister of Gales. Double Wind Weather. Oh yeah. Wonder what we're going to be fighting. Wind Pendulum. You know what would be a really dick move is if like all these pendulums from these quests actually did do something, like you could like combine them with synergy to make like a really cool necklace or something. That's just the kind of thing this game would do. But these are like as old as, hey, that Taru knows Asher and Fists. He's beating up Garuda. Look at her boobies. Well done, LD Goldie. Things are moving right along. Everything will soon be... Calm Wind uses the Daysbreaker Charm. I hate to break it to you, but that Daysbreaker Charm is not enough to cancel my enchantment. Let me tell you something. I'm sure you've heard of Karaha Boraha. He was inventing a way of controlling living beings. Being the genius that he was, he became very close to making that idea a reality. However, I am not a genius. I won't try anything so presumptuous as controlling a person. I merely nudge the mind in a direction that I find beneficial. That is all I am capable of. Which is also why my magic is so very hard to unravel. Now, if you might be so gracious as to expire and give up the energy that dwells within you, I would be most appreciative. Is this bad guy gonna get away with it? Well, that's all story cutscene because we got a fight to do. Does not involve him, as far as I'm aware. At least insofar as what we have to fight. Or at least maybe what he's gonna make us think we're fighting? I don't know. He's an illusionist. That's like not my favorite. Oops, that's not the right spell. But it doubly wasn't the right spell because I meant to cast a Pururu. You know what they should add? They should add that if you're on Summoner summoning trusts, it should cause your summoning magic skill to go up. Because it's essentially the same thing, there's just no perpetuation cost. And trusts are like more powerful than, well, not actually more powerful than any elemental avatar, because you can get them to be pretty insanely powerful, especially with your 2 hours. Oh, Ogmios. A Manticore, huh? Manticores are like wind and fire based. And damn, it hit hard. Crap, this is the real fight here. Some shining ruby going and some poison nails going. A Nemo Helix would still be the best thing to use, even though they're wind monsters. They're not going to absorb it, but helixes are affected by the weather, so. And I think they're technically weak to ice. It would probably help though if we use the dark arts, though, if we want to go on the offensive. Strategy. I guess parsimony. Nothing we have like really costs that much, but. Thunder did 92. I think our best bet's probably Stone too. No, but apparently he can cast Silence again. Shantata too would be taking him to the cleaners right now if she wasn't silenced. Oh dear. This could be bad. Alright, where am I? I didn't read what this thing could do, so I didn't really come in prepared here. What you are seeing is the result of a stupid Tupid guy being stupid Tupid. Ah, don't look at me. You don't want to hit me. Hit my trusts. Hit my trusts, damn it. Deep breath. If only I could be in here on a blue mage. Oh dear. Carbuncle pulled hate just in time. Nah, don't look at me. You don't want to kill me. No. If he kills me, like, I'm boned, because, like, the player is the trust nucleus. And, like... Oh, I am so boned. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Well, this time I'll go better. I won't bother with what level is Selena? I can't remember what level Silena is. But on the bright side, because of these... No, not Lutilor. I need Volbo. Because of this warping, I can just warp back. I think we might have to watch the cutscenes again. But at this point, I don't care. We might not have to watch the cutscenes again, though. So, sometimes for battles, if you've been in once, they don't show you the cutscenes again. Sometimes. Other times, they definitely show you the cutscenes again. And we're about to find out. I guess these are supposed to double as telling you where the proto-crystals actually are if you didn't know. Because like you can see these things are pretty far out there, right? Like Summoner shares an aspect of Blue Mage in that you're required to sort of know what's going on and travel places and see things. And yeah, it's gonna make us watch the cutscenes again. There's no way to skip it, unfortunately. I do apologize. I know this one's running quite a bit longer, but it shouldn't be that much longer, assuming I don't get my stupid ass killed again. Fortunately, we don't have to go get another key item. Sometimes for quests that give you key items like that, the key item is required for entry, and if you lose, you have to get another key item, just like the tunic works. I'm not sure if that's changed too much, but okay. Let's try this again. Take two. You know, I don't think Summoner has anything to lose by me just using like a yellow curry bun in this case. Although I think I am going to start off by having Tarus staff on because it does so much damage physically to me. And I'm going to wait till I'm in battle to summon Carbuncle so that my MP goes up. I'm also going to cast Blink on myself. I think my strategy this time, instead of trying to spam black magic to damage it faster, I'm going to let my trusts do the brunt of the legwork for damage, and I'm going to just stay in... Well, I'll start in Dark Arcs, put a Helix on it for damage over time, but after that I'll switch over to Light Arts, and then just sort of chill and do extra healing where it's needed as I slowly melee with my staff and while Carbuncle does his business. Come to think of it, I could probably use Carbuncle, right? Like I'm supposed to. I could use him to attack it and get the initial aggro and resummon him if he dies. But just in case, I'll leave the Terra Staff on for a second. Okay. Chateauillance, and we'll put... Yeah, Anemo is wind, right? So Anemo, Helix, put on. And then we'll... Yeah, that's all we'll do, Dark Arts wise. Carbuncle's favor is regen, so that's kind of nice. I've got regen 1, don't I? That'll probably help Vali and Neural stay up. Oh, I've got Selena, don't I? I should just use Denim White, huh? I am bad at this game. That's what this game's all about, though, is knowing what tools you actually have at your disposal and what the true power of your job is. That's why people got so invested in like showing you that you could do things that people didn't expect that you could do with the jobs that you were using. It's because there were plenty of people who made what was assumed to be true. Gotta get certain stuff done. Carbuncle defeats Agmios. Well, Carbuncle started this whole shambang, so seems good to me. Think ourselves clever, do we? I'm just getting started. Let's see how many more monsters you can defeat before succumbing to my power. Why'd you fall over? Oh. This can't be. There's no way my enchantment could have possibly have... I was only pretending to be under your control, Uran-Mafran. The only way a non-wizard like myself could triumph against you was to get under your guard. Ironic, isn't it? The incident at the Dark Dungeon that stripped away my magic was the very thing that protected me from your enchanty vantiments. I never expected that. Ildy Goldie, you must return the orb to me. I'll let you in on a secret for the sake of old friendships. With the power contained in that orb, I can give you back the magic you have lost. You know what I am capable of. I can fill dolls with my magic power. I could use that ability to do the same for you. I have no more desire to wield magical power. What do you mean? Even without the ability to use magic, I have power within me. I have the power to recall the days we spent at the School of Magic. Do you remember that time at school? You studied so hardy-vardy, day and night, harder than anyone I have seen, striving for some personal goal. I had no idea of what I wanted to do, or even what I was supposed to be doing, but watching you study Vadi made me feel I had to be doing something. I think everyone in our class felt the same. We were... How do you do an S and a V? Swept up by your intensity and worked to keep up with you. And then one day it came to me, my own personal goal, and the enjoyment that came with putting all my energies into achieving it. So even when I lost the ability to use magic, I was able to deal with my predicament. All I had to do was find another goal, the satisfaction of working my way towards it. That is the power I now hold, a power far more precious than magic. I never want to forget those times and how we were. Ildy Goldie, you never change. Fine, you can keep the mana orb. It will delay my plans, but I must be patient. Or I just need to be patient. Uran-Mafran, I don't know what you are trying to do, but the time has come for you to stop. It's just like you said. I must keep striving towards my goal. I will not give up. I will never give up. Okay, well, what is he doing? Uran-Mafran, I won't give up either. I will stop you. Yay, we did it! For some reason my trusts still act while, like, I'm zoning or something. So now all we gotta do is go back to Koru Moru, who for some reason is gonna have another piece of summoner gear for us somehow. Oh well. Just like all the other artifact armor, the other pieces are found in coffers. The hands are from Borghertz's hands, which I've gone over twice now. So, if you want to see how to do Borgert's hands, already got a video on it. It's the same for every job, just with different coffers. Yada yada yada. I feel like I'm going to be saying that another 18 times. Okay. So long, gay Carnaby. Did you did discover anything? Principal Korumaru. Cannot even bear to hold the orb. With this kind of power, you could bring a person back from doomed deadly death's domain. Bring someone back to life? A spell of resurrection. Indeedly do. In everyday circles, it's referred to as the legend of the magic doll. If the creator of a magic doll diddly dies, that magic doll will lose its magic and passingly perish. By the same logic, Aru, if you were to restore life to the doll, the creator would return from the jaundiced jagged jaws of doodly death. But this forbidden practice really does exist outside of legend. Only the Monastery Minister knows the Rootin' Tootin' ritual, and the dark doodly details have been closely guarded secret for generations. Naturally, the use of this magic Aru is prohibited even to the Minister. I see it makes sense now. Uran-Mafran became the Minister of the Monastery long enough to learn the ritual. Zin left once he had gleaned its secrets. But if all that is true, who on Vanadil is Uran-Mafran trying to resurrect? Principal. I know who it is. As soon as I heard about Rukusu's discoveries, I immediately took action. The dolls of history's great majorinos are stored under heavy duty guard in Heaven's Tower. After these events, that security has been strengthened even further, Aru. Greater mages of the past, you mean? Yes, for the moment, Taru, we've foiled Uran-Mafran's ambitions, but you can be sure he won't give up that easily. Man, I thought I was going to be getting some Kulu lore bombs in here, and all it is Taru shenanigans. Karaha Baruha's experimental armor. Evoker's Horn. So we've got experimental armor on for Summoner AF. Summoning magic skill plus 5. Avatar enmity minus 3. MP plus 20. And it's a horn. And yeah, so horn. Referencing the horns from Final Fantasy IX, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry it went on over long. Once I get all the artifact armor, as I go through these quests, I'm just going to do all the quests on screen, and then off screen I'm going to farm the coffers on my own time, get all the armor. Once I have all the armor, I'll do an expose on the jobs, probably at like a Nomad Moogle or something for, I mean, I could do it inside of a Mog House, but probably at a Nomad Moogle just for, well, no, I probably want to do it inside of a Mog, whatever. I'll do a job expose. So, anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe and have a great day, and I'll see you again.